Oh boy. I
I
would
love
watch
it.
this. I would watch it.
It'd be
Yeah,
easy
I'm
to
afraid
animate,
we
I
all have
think.
watched this, haven't we? Wasn't it called A. Arnold?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, they were a little more sophisticated than stick figures, though.
They did have football-shaped heads, though.
That
I have a feeling, well, only one of us will have a football-shaped head. My character would be Canadian, and he'd just have a flip-top head.
Oh my god. Now we're just
flip-flop
stealing from
head.
everything in the
Absolutely.
Mine's a cat.
You open up the flip switch on his head and maple syrup comes out.
I'll be Itchy the Goblin.
Itchy.
Itchy the Goblin.
Itchy. Well,
I'm just going to be a very fat, very
Or
considerate
Skitsy.
cat.
Itchy and skitsy.
Yeah, I'm just going to be a very fat, very contented cat.
You're the only 3D image in the whole cartoon.
Yeah.
I'm like Paper Mario shit.
Oh jeez.
Oh, yeah, my friend.
I'll just be a ball of lint. Like just a big scribble ball.
Oh my God, you're meat wad.
Right?
I like
Without a
it.
face, though.
You have the stats of a gelatinous blob, though.
I like it.
You're wild meat.
Your name's Dust Bunny.
Just yeah, the cat bats you around occasionally.
I love that.
It works. That's the only way I can get around because I don't have legs.
How the fuck did we get here?
I don't.
It's Sunday.
That just took a crazy turn. I like it.
Is there an animation tent in the circus? We walk in, we become animations.
I mean, you
Not yet.
Not yet.
like there could be.
So I'm gonna be.
I'm for this. Dilly, make it happen.
What really? Dilly?
Yeah.
I mean, you're a boss too, man.
Oh, I delegate.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Dippy ignite herself again.
Excuse me.
I absolutely delegate.
Oh, of course you do. And zoom out. Okay.
My bard is gonna be singing songs for the DM. I'm not gonna force her to talk to herself again. Possibly.
Oh yeah.
That was entertaining.
I'm glad you guys were entertained. Truly, I am. It warms my fucking heart.
I'm proud. I'm glad you like it.
I love you guys so very much.
No, you don't.
Most of the time I do.
And I will.
Awkward
Let's face it, at best
silence.
you tolerate us.
Huh?
I said, let's face it, at best you tolerate us, at least in game.
Okay, if we're talking in-game, yep.
Oh yeah, my friend. Oh.
I love you all so much, but oh dear God, I had something of a plan. Never mind, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Just fucking fine.
Just thinking about.
Oh yeah. Fancy holes and housing.
That's the first clue to know when a woman's not fine. I'm fine. Well, you're clearly not.
Like,
Now you're telling me what I. Now you're telling me what I am.
like when do we ever
Whoa.
actually use the term "I'm fine" other than when we're not fine?
It's true. Yeah, I'm fine. It's fine. It's all fine. That's step one.
It's so absolutely not fine. The moment you know you fucked up.
I'm fine.
Uh-oh.
Alrighty. So, are we playing
Playing
D&D or
D&D
what?
or what?
You almost. Oh.
That was a beautiful jinx. I loved it.
I felt it.
That was inspirational.
I was trying
Sorry,
to
I
get the
was just
drop
bad.
on you, though.
Nope. My perception's 30.
It's true. Alrighty.
Yes.
What level are we now? 7?
We are now level 8.
You are level 8.
8. Oh my god. All right.
I'm a communist. Oh.
Right?
Okay, I support your
I
beliefs.
support that.
Okay, yeah.
Joke.
Okay, we left off with many a change on the wind. Dilly and Winnie have officially inherited Circus. They realized that they don't know anything about any of the people who work there. And also that they have no idea, well, I mean, they now know what the tents are, but they haven't ever really been in all of them, or know what the state of the inside looks like right now after Joel and Gloria's departure. So I think you guys were debating what you wanted to do first in terms of speaking to the crew, or...
Well, that, and I think we had a couple of meta things. Maybe look at, or one at least. Keep talking though. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was going to ask you guys what you were... Let me look through my notes as well.
I had went in and
Wild and I were talking earlier about something.
Alrighty.
Oh yeah. Now
In general.
ask a high question. Yeah. Yeah.
Huh?
Where are you?
I'm like, Wild, my high question now. Remember?
Yeah, go ahead.
I have a question, Dippy. So you remember how we were in, what was her name's?
That's it.
Damn it, we were in this room and only Dilly and Gwynny could like change it. Does that mean that they have like some kind of spatial magic or some type?
Not in the sense that they're getting anything extra special on their character sheets.
No, nothing like that. But like you know how when we tried to change the room we couldn't, but when they changed it they could.
Yeah.
You can now though.
Well, I'm pretty sure we landed on that Copy can change his spatial part of the tree, but you guys are the only two who can change anything in the circus.
Yeah, that's it. Man, thank you for appeasing my high brain. Thank you.
Not a problem.
That bit cut off, but I believe that we're on the same page. Copy and Felicia, can manipulate their particular spaces as they wish.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, their quarters belong to them.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Winnie is going to, I want to meta that Winnie has actually, well, it's not meta. Winnie is going to start out by, as soon as she walks into the circus, realizing that there's a lot of work that needs to be done, but she wants to get her parents settled, and she wants to get her home that she made for herself organized, because she's never even visited it. She just made it and then left. So she's going to take her parents to her blank space. And I would like to take a few minutes to go ahead and detail that space, if I may.
Absolutely. Kick us off.
Okay. So taking her parents by the hands and saying, come with me. I want you to come to my place in the circus, my place in the tree. And I'm going to go ahead and leave you there for now, while I organize stuff with my friends here, with my brother and my friends. And so she's going to take her parents into the tree to the floor that she created that is for herself, and go up to the floor and walk into the space and say, this belongs to me. You are free to do whatever you wish to do here. And I will make an identical cottage to Joel's cottage on the outside. And on the inside, it will have empty rooms. And I want to say, let my parents, I don't even know their names, have control of the house. So in other words, they can make the interior of the house the way they see fit.
All right.
And the outside of my domain where Joel's is a happy meadow. Mine is a night meadow with a starlit sky and a crescent moon floating overhead. It's perpetually night.
And did you include like Joel's Lake as well, or is it just your own flavor of meadow?
It's my own flavor of a meadow. There's no lake yet. There's no lake, there's no forest. It's just a meadow right now.
All right. Your parents kind of look at each other. Hold on. Let me figure out fucking names for them, because I didn't.
Wah, wah,
Wah,
wah.
wah.
They're just your parents. That's all.
Okay, your dad's name is Sidmic.
Sidnick, okay.
Thank you.
And your mom's name?
The last name, by the way, is Cairngorm. The same as Gwynny, Cairngorm.
Yep.
You're doing backstory. The game
Yeah.
hasn't started.
Yeah, well,
Game is just in. Okay.
your mom's name is gonna be Hazzy.
Hazzy and Sidnick Cairngorm. Got it. I'll write that down.
I'm also writing it down.
And Cairngorm is Cairngorm.
I'm so good. Got it.
Isn't
Okay.
Karen a type of standing stone or something?
Yes. Cairn is a standing stone, and Cairngorm is a gem that you find in a standing stone.
Okay.
All right. So your parents kind of
spell the last. Yeah, spell the parents' names real quick, like.
So Sidnick, Sidnick, and Hazzy is just Hazzie.
Okay.
They
Got it. Thank you.
Oh yeah. They kind of look at each other, a little bit confused, and then look at you. And your mom says, "Honey, we don't know how to do that. What you're telling us we can do."
Okay. Well, and I will take them inside the house, and I will stand in the room, and I say, "You want a couch?" And I will say, "Couch appear," and a couch appears. And I look at them and I say, "Like that," and then I walk out the door and go rejoin the group.
They are shell shocked. You probably will not find any new furniture when you get back.
That's up to them. I'm busy.
Aren't you working with Dilly around the place?
I am now. I'm back with the group doing exactly that.
All right, so
I'm busy.
as Gwynny rejoins you guys, what are you all doing?
Well, I did have that meta thing.
Yes.
Okay. Are we under the understanding that we cannot now leave this little domain, which is the circus?
Okay. So you and Gwynny get kind of like an inherent sense that you guys can leave, like the party can leave. But the longer you and Gwynny specifically are gone, the more the circus is going to start breaking down at a more rapid pace. Like, you're kind of the glue holding it together, so when you leave, that glue starts to melt.
I see. Does it matter if we leave separately? Do we understand any of this yet, or?
You kind of get the idea that Joel and Gloria made their own rules regarding which one of them leaves when, if they can leave at the same time. Like, you can roll insight for that, just because that's more trying to figure out what they were doing previously.
Yeah, I would like to definitely roll insight about that, please.
Absolutely.
I want to know what the rules are, if any.
Go for it.
I mean, having a better understanding of how it works before we continue would be good if we can.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, let me get
26.
my insight skill up here, and then I will go ahead and roll that. +3.
I only wrote a 26.
Only,
Only.
he says.
Well, I had a good roll.
Okay, 18.
I
Okay.
Good roll.
So as you guys are kind of like muttering a small discussion about like how do we do this? We're both aware of it. How are we figuring this out? You kind of both start to get the sense as well that you can make your own rules. Joel and Gloria operated based on their relationship with each other, which generally meant that one of them would leave while the other stayed. You guys can leave together if you want to.
Dilly, I think we need to. I realize that the circus is a little bit in disarray right now because we left without making plans, but we can control the circus. What if we tell it to, if we want to go away for a day, we tell it to just keep operating like normal for a day as we go, so that it doesn't start to destroy itself.
Indeed. Because I honestly would like to maybe get out of here a bit.
I don't think we can both of us leave for a long period of time, but it should be able to run itself for like a day.
I don't believe a long period of time is required.
Okay, all right, so let's clean everything up, get it all operating again, and then decide what we're going to do, and just make sure we give it instructions from now on. It seems to be like a child that needs instructions. What are you going to do?
I'm going to find my siblings.
That's a really good idea. Where would we start looking for them?
Records, maybe?
Maybe the orphanage?
Perhaps.
I think that's a good place to start. We have to go to the orphanage anyway. I want to make sure that any kids that are in the orphanage are out of the orphanage. We have to bring them back here, we do.
If my insight tells me anything, the new one may have some records he's taken.
What new one?
The Elephant Man.
Why would he have records of the orphanage?
He may not know he has them. He did pilfer the captain's quarters.
Oh, I think you're right about that. Ulrich, thank you.
Have they met up with Ulrich yet?
Well, you're with
because they split.
I'm not sure. I don't think we have. That's why I was talking about it.
Last time they do a lap around the circus while Ulrich went up with Felicia to check see if there was anything in Gloria's room.
Okay, thank you.
And then came back down.
All right, so let's go find Ulrich and Felicia and see what they found.
There's other ways as well if there's nothing.
It's a good place to start, right? We start there, and yes, there's always other ways. If there's nothing there, we find something else.
And we have probably also inherited, I would imagine, some sort of financial wealth.
We need to find it. Figure
it is
that out.
Indeed.
We should check with Polly and find out what the day's takes are on average and what she does with them, maybe?
Yes.
All right. Do you want to do that before we meet up with Ulrich and Felicia?
Sure.
Where's Coffee? Where did he go?
I think I'm still downstairs on my level.
You're on what?
I think since I got a second level now, because I remember I took notes down from last time. I am overseeing this new level.
Okay, so you're in the tree in your area.
Yeah, I'm on the newest edition, like the new second level that I have.
Okay, got it. Okay. So
is this the level where you are releasing the ship as well?
Yeah. This is, so how I'm gonna run it is that there's gonna be two worlds. There's gonna be the overworld, and then there's gonna be the regular world. So think of it like the plane of air, and then the material plane.
Forest and a sky above the forest?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so have we? The ship is still currently orbiting directly over the circus, isn't it? We haven't gotten it inside the circus yet.
It's still above the circus.
I turned the ship into a medium creature, Because I used enlarge reduce on it.
It's still
And
too
then
large to fit in the circus.
Oh.
Yeah, the circus is copy. That's the thing. The circus is encased in a huge glass house. There's
Well, yeah.
doorways that a person can fit through, but a medium beast is larger than a person.
Mm.
you managed to get it out of the ground.
And up in the air, it's over. It's currently over the circus, but we have to figure out a way to get it inside the glass house.
Or we're gonna have to find a way to shrink it again. That's the only way
Yeah,
I comfortable.
we could shrink it again temporarily, or we could maybe open the roof.
Yeah, skylight.
Yeah, we still got to get that ship downstairs and into the elevator. So yeah, probably gonna have to shrink it down again.
Sounds like shrinking is involved. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This is going to be fun. All right. So yeah, no. With that, I will turn to Dilly and say, yeah. What was I saying, Dilly? I forgot what I was saying.
Well, I'm going to go talk to Polly.
Felicia? Huh?
I'm going to talk to Polly, and you are going to find Felicia.
Oh, I was going to go with you, Polly. I was going to go with you, Polly. Yeah, and then we were going to go find Ulrich and Felicia.
All right, then.
All right. So we're headed to Polly.
Okay. And again, as you're, headed towards the front of the circus where the ticket booth is, you can feel eyes on you. Not so much from the mannequins, they're more staring directly at Dilly, but most of the living crew members are casting you guys like very serious, curious, like, what is going on glances.
Did you get the word out at all that we're closed and we're going to have a meeting of sorts?
Dilly, as you say that, one of the, not mannequins, I keep calling them mannequins, marionettes, kind of shuffles up to you and says, Mr. Dilly,
Yes.
if you need to have a meeting, we can send word to everyone. And Dilly, you kind of realize that you have a hive mind network of marionettes at your service.
Oh, yes. So I'm a little new to this. What is your name?
I don't have one.
You do not have
No.
one.
You do now.
Would you like to have one? Hold on, please. Hold on. You may not even care. Oh, no.
Well, yeah,
Would you
yeah.
like
You
to
do
give me one, sir? Do I need one?
Well, you survived this long without one. It is what you want.
Yes.
Yes.
His is a question.
Do you want a name, or do you not care to have one?
Sir, if you want to give me a name, I will take it. And you see that this is a more simple marionette. Joel created him for a pretty specific purpose, which is emptying trash bins.
All right. Your name is Bonehead.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Is there
Okay.
anything else that I can do aside from send the word about your meeting?
Where is this meeting going to be?
In the meeting room, where
Is
we all
there a meeting
enjoy our
room?
food.
Oh, upstairs at the tables. Okay, yeah, that works.
When should I
Yeah.
tell them to arrive?
Wow.
An hour?
This is a lot.
All right.
Maybe this
An hour.
management thing. Yes. Yes.
An hour from now. That gives us time to talk to Polly and then to Felicia.
Wait. Can't we just send Felicia a message?
Yes, but I want to talk to her and find out what she and Ulrich are doing. I can't message Ulrich. Well, I mean, I can, but I don't know that he'd expect. It's better if we talk to them in person, don't you think?
Perhaps. We have a lot to learn about this whole thing, I think.
I agree. Let's talk to Polly and then go find them.
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
And Bonehead shuffles off, and you see kind of the marionettes
Okay.
around the circus in your general area.
I want to do a perception.
Oh, okay.
check.
And what are you trying to perceive?
I'm trying to see of the people that I see working there. I want to see if I can perceive who is like their spokesperson or leader, so to say.
Okay.
Like who is like if I can find a way to see how they're paying attention,
Oh, like if they're taking
or maybe
kind of
or
visual
maybe not
cues from
paying
somebody.
attention. Maybe not so much visual cues, but maybe the guy that's really not paying attention is the one that's like the one to talk to.
Okay.
I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
I do.
is that
Yes.
clear enough? Okay. The one they maybe look up to. I don't. 28.
Okay. As you're looking around, the first thing you notice is that as Bonehead's shuffling away, all of the other marionettes kind of like twitch a little bit, and you realize he's sending them the message, and then they all scatter around towards the living crew members to let them know. And as they're doing this, you see that Bonehead just continues to walk until he kind of reaches one of the podiums where someone's practicing their routine, and he tells them personally about the meeting, and they kind of nod, and they're covered in a cloak. You can't really get a good idea of whether or not they're even like male or female. And they just kind of you see the hood nod, and then they get off the podium and head away towards the crew quarters.
Then I'll think in my head, Bonehead, the person you just told, tell him to come see me. Please.
Which, yeah, yes.
The cloaked
Yes.
individual.
Yes, all right. And he follows them upstairs because, he doesn't just want to message them or this person clearly is like the person to talk to. And so he disappears upstairs and does what you ask right away.
Awesome.
And are you
Meanwhile,
guys still
I'm-
heading
We'll
to
keep going to
Polly?
Polly. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll
Yeah,
keep
we're
going.
headed to Polly's camp.
All right. When you get to Polly, she's getting her tickets ready and like looped into all of her little containers around her waist and stuff, and she's just getting ready for opening. Even though you're not opening, you said that the circus was closed for the night.
Hello, Polly. How are you today?
Oh, hello, Miss Gwynny, Mr. Dilly.
Polly.
Why are you getting ready for performances? The circus is closed tonight.
I will be ready for tomorrow then.
You will definitely be ready for tomorrow. I have a question for you, Polly.
Yes.
When you sold all the tickets every night, what did you do with the money?
Oh, well, I cannot leave the ticket booth, so Mr. Joel would come and collect it.
I see. And do you know where he put it?
From what I understand, it was distributed amongst the living crew.
I see. So every night they were paid?
Yes.
I see. Do you know how much they were paid?
It is divided evenly from the main pool of money that we make.
I see. Okay. So every night Joel and Gloria would divide the pool of money that came in amongst all of the crew?
Yes. Well, no.
Did they keep a portion for themselves?
No.
They did not. Okay. So you said yes, well, no. What did you mean by yes, well, no?
Yes, the crew were paid. No, not all of the crew.
Oh, what crew were not paid?
The marionettes.
Okay. The marionettes and Joel and Gloria were not paid?
Correct.
Okay. Anybody else who was not paid?
Not that I am aware of.
All right.
Were
Good
you
to
paid?
know. No, we were not paid.
Well, then that I was not aware of that.
Yeah, but that was all right. We took care of paying ourselves.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Dilly, do you have questions for Polly?
No, I believe that takes care of it. I think we'll continue with this policy.
I think so too.
For as long as the
Polly,
circus is a circus, that is.
I think it's an excellent way of keeping track of the circus. Polly, I do want to know how much money is brought in every night.
That varies. I believe
I
Joel
know that.
kept a ledger.
That's exactly what I want to do. Do you know where the ledger is?
I would assume in the tree.
In Joel's quarters in the tree?
Maybe.
Okay, Dilly, that means we have to go look for it.
Bogey, come here.
Bogey interference. All right. So with that, I'm going to say we'll see you in a 45 minutes or so upstairs, Polly. You can leave the tent long enough to come to the meeting.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
All right.
All right. And then we go see Felicia and Ulrich. Dilly.
Yes.
Can I say something real quick?
Go for it.
Since Ulrich did not find anything in Gloria's belongings and did not want to cross into where Felicia is staying, he just went ahead and left Gloria's rooms and is now waiting on the route to the train. Figured he'd run into Winnie and Dilly and.
Okay, so he's outside the tree at the first level.
All right.
And he's still holding the tensor. He's still holding the tensor's disc that has all the stuff he looted from the captain's quarters, minus that little book in the money bag.
Okay.
The,
And Felicia. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The scrolls and stuff like that he looted.
Perfect. And Felicia, what are you doing?
I went to lay down in the bed that I have there, so it's done up. The room hasn't really changed much. Her brightly colored rugs and stuff are red and black, and around the bed is red and black silk curtains, and it's just real dark, and there's candle lights that come off the wall. And she's going to sit down on the bed for a minute and look around. And then she's going to look around for any, like, secret spots.
Go ahead and roll me perception. And are you just kind of like sitting on the bed looking around, or are you actively like walking around the room?
Because of that shitty roll on the bed.
Oh, where'd it go?
11.
Did you say 7 or 11?
11.
Okay. It's not terrible. Just from your spot on the bed, you don't see anything super obvious. And since you did kind of change the room a little bit, there's nothing quite necessarily to go off of in terms of like maybe something looks out of place that Gloria had there because you kind of moved things around. But then you realize, like, well, shit, I haven't looked under the bed.
I would definitely, like, there's a carpet there. I'm going to the carpet and just kind of get down and look. Do I have light?
I was just about to ask.
Oh, wait.
See
I
under
got
the bed.
dark vision. I got
Oh.
120-foot dark vision.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah. So you move that rug, and you see that there is a floorboard with a perfect, like, finger-sized hole at one end. And it almost
I'm
has,
gonna
like,
finger it.
it's like you're going to finger it. Good.
Yes.
All right. You finger it, you open it up, and when you peer in, you see a strange, like, knot of wood that doesn't really seem to have a beginning or an end, and it's, like, gnarled in certain places, and it almost seems to, like, shimmer with the same, like, as you turn it, like the same golden glow that the tree's elevator shines with.
Oh, it's pretty interesting. You know what? I will spend. Too interesting. I'm gonna reach my hand down and see if there's anything else in there.
That's it.
Yeah.
Should I do this myself, or you know what? I'm gonna take it and look at it, see if I can discern if it's like maybe a puzzle box or if it's just a gnarled piece of knot. Then I'm gonna go downstairs and find Ulrich.
And do you want to inspect it?
Yeah, I want to inspect it first.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Do you want
I'll be right back.
investigation or perception?
We're going investigation for this one. Sorry.
Ulrich's going to be here. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, fucking thing's weird. Natural ones for a 3. So yeah, I'm gonna take it down to Ulrich.
All right. Yeah, it just looks like wood to you. Kind of shiny, but just wood. All right. So you're going down to Ulrich, and Ulrich is at the base of the tree, waiting for Gwenny and Dilly. So as you kind of walk up to him, you see that he's patiently waiting with his tensor's disc and his stuff.
My notes in hand. Trying to organize my notes.
Hey, Ulrich.
Oh, hello, Tracy.
Hi.
Are you
Do you
okay?
got a second?
Oh, certainly.
I found this hidden in a little hidey hole in Gloria's old room, and I was thinking, well, I don't know what it is quite yet, but maybe you could have a look at it.
No harm in taking a look. I go ahead. Ulrich reaches up to so she can hand it to him.
Oh man, you got big hands.
And it's something we it's common among Loxodons.
Well, on the plus side, that's pretty cool. And then I hand it to him.
Okay. Ulrich's gonna look at this thing and roll an investigation, see what it is. Or at least
Right.
let's make it. Okay, give me a second because I've got advantage.
Not a
Oh. Nat 20.
Very nice.
So 25 total.
All right. Immediately you've been standing next to the tree for like a while now, waiting. You immediately recognize that this is the exact same wood the tree is made out of.
Yeah.
And you know that it wasn't necessarily taken from the tree.
Interesting. Do I see any markings on it?
I mean, there's like whorls and gnarls and just, smooth bark pattern, same as the tree, but there's no like carvings or etchings in it.
Is
Okay, I'm
it
gonna
magical?
Oh, it's definitely magical. Just as magical as the tree we're standing in front of. Looks like it's actually made from the same wood.
Are you able to identify?
can't identify what it is, but whatever it is, I can tell you right now that it and the tree are both connected.
Hmm.
And therefore, it's connected to this circus.
Hmm. I'm gonna
Where
go
did you
ahead
find
and.
this?
This was, if you go upstairs, take a look up under my bed. It's probably the best way to try to describe it to you.
Oh, I didn't want to disturb you or where you were staying, so I tried to avoid that.
Oh, it's okay. You're more than welcome to go up there if you
I
want.
think I will. I might be able to spot something.
So while he's going up there to do that, I want to ritually cast identify.
Okay.
Get back to that after you do what he does, because it takes 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Ulrich,
Before I head up there, can I unload this stuff off the disc real quick? It's
oh yeah.
down here.
I believe you were given. Oh wait, no, you just got there. So yeah, you don't have anywhere to put it yet.
Ulrich was asking Felicia because this isn't his stuff. This is stuff he found in the captain's quarters, and he thinks everyone's gonna want to take a look through it. So he's asking if he can set it down here, or if there's somewhere she wants it.
Oh yeah, sure. You can set it down here.
Thank you.
Yeah, it should be safe.
I'm going to want to look through this as well.
I'm gonna kind of look at him with a side eye and be like, I don't think we got no mouse.
I didn't catch that bit.
I don't think we got no mice. You're an elephant. You're supposed to be afraid of mice.
I'm being racist.
No, you're being sweet. She's probably not seen a Loxodon before, right?
No, you're like the coolest shit I've ever seen, for sure.
I've never seen any of my own kind off from Ravnica before, so...
Oh, you gotta tell me about Ravnica sometime. Will you go ahead and you go upstairs and have yourself a look?
All right then. Okay, he's gonna go ahead and end the Tensor's disc spell since the stuff's off of it now.
Okay. And are you heading straight into, like, Gloria / Felicia's area of the tree?
Yeah. Since I now have permission, I'm going to head up there. I didn't want to cross into Felicia's area without permission.
Okay.
Because not something you do in polite society.
All
Right, it's something that it's something in the circus. At least amongst our group.
My mother didn't raise a barbarian, you know.
All right. So as you go into Felicia's area, you can go ahead and roll perception. Are you looking specifically right under the bed, or are you like looking around in general?
I'm going to start by looking under the bed, but I'm also going to look for areas. Areas where it would be a good idea to hide stuff, like little cubby holes and stuff like that.
Okay. I mean, there's some lavish furniture, like obviously, like chase lounges and. Is there what?
A desk?
There is a desk.
Okay, I'm definitely going to check the desk as well.
All right.
Yeah, let me roll my perception. I got advantage on that, so I have to roll twice. Okay, first roll.
You were just out. Be patient.
Okay, first roll was total of 11. Okay.
All right.
Second roll was 8, so I'm going with the first roll.
Okay. With an 11, I mean, I'm not really going to apply that to under the bed just because you already knew where that hiding spot was, and do you have dark vision at all?
No.
Okay, so it's really hard for you to see, but if you like feel around in that little hole area,
Yeah.
like you feel it's empty, but you can't really see to confirm.
Yeah, Ulrich's looking with his hands in the dark areas. He knows how this kind of thing works. That you can't trust your eyes and stuff like that.
Yep. But as you go to the desk, all of the drawers are easily opened. There's not one that seems to be locked, and it really does contain just normal there's a quill, there's blank sheets of paper, there's stationery, there's, a bottle of perfume on top. It doesn't seem like Gloria necessarily either did a lot of the paperwork for the circus or kept any of it around. You're not sure which.
Ulrich is getting the idea that Gloria was more the networker of the two, the social one, and that Joel kept the minutia,
The minutia.
the details and stuff like that. So if Ulrich's getting this idea that if he wants to find anything like paperwork or records, he'd be better off looking at Joel's, which he doesn't have permission for yet.
All right. So are you going to stick around and poke around some more?
I'm gonna say probably struck out here. Maybe somebody else will find something later on. And go ahead and meet back up with Felicia. Start looking over the stuff I looted from the captain's cabin.
Alrighty. And as you return and start kind of doing inventory, Dilly and Gwynny, you guys are finally meeting up near the base of the tree.
Oh, hey, there you are. Everything okay, Felicia?
Yeah. We found some a knot of wood, and what did I get from doing identify? I'll send you that spell. Forgot to post it. I did it ritually.
Okay.
Identify. Hopefully.
Is identify a ritual?
Yeah.
All right.
That might be something for Ulrich to talk to Felicia about later on, because he's definitely in rituals.
Nice. I accidentally put it in Discord. I'll go ahead and send it again.
Okay.
Display.
Haha. All right. Okay, give me a second.
Are we just ignoring components?
Yes.
For now.
Okay. So you realize that even though the tree and this weird knot of wood are made from the same wood, and they both are, kind of like charged with the same magic that is just permeating the circus, but this is the source of the magic in the circus. This is almost like you're holding a beating heart for the circus.
Oh shit!
So basically, if this is destroyed, I think the circus would be. I don't. It's a little odd. Not really
Then
sure.
you
What do you
put
think?
that in a box or something, and definitely
Yeah.
make sure you keep track of that. That sounds kind of like an anchor.
I agree. I agree completely.
What have you got there, Alicia? We're walking up.
I believe it might be the source of the circus's magic. It seems like maybe it's the main knot of the tree. Like, I don't know, its heart.
You mean you have the heart of the circus in your hands?
Yes, either the heart or the anchor for ties everything here.
Oh, heavens.
Where
Did you hear
get
them?
it?
She just found it in Gloria's bedroom.
I imagine that's something that should be kept safe.
I agree. Things like that, you do not want them getting damaged.
Where do we put it?
Maybe Locke has a box.
I don't trust Locke, but it should be fine somewhere in your quarters, I'd say, Gwynny.
Okay, I can take it up to
your new place.
the new place.
Yes.
All right.
I hate to maybe mention it, but do you know if you could trust your parents?
I
They
won't
don't have
tell them.
access to it. They wouldn't even have to know.
Perhaps put it in a chest or something with that arcane lock spell you have?
Dilly, maybe it's better in your quarters. My parents won't go there.
That's fine.
I do have an idea.
Go ahead.
I can. Let me make sure this is the right character. I can turn myself into stone and take it into the bedrock underneath the circus.
Is there a rock in your mausoleum?
Oh, there is.
Can we put it in the rock in your mausoleum inside your quarters?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I mean, this is pretty powerful. I think one of us should at least have it and be in our possession.
All right. Maybe put it in a rock in Dilly's
Nothing
quarters?
personal.
No, that's fine. But I was going to suggest, they got that area in the back that ain't nobody been able to get into. It's got my mama, and she's on top of a huge concrete stone or something.
If Gloria wasn't cautious enough to have it in a box or someplace.
If I may.
No, go ahead. Let Dilly take it first.
Oh, all right.
Go ahead, Dilly.
Gloria wasn't cautious enough to keep it in a lockbox and just in her quarters. I think we'd be fine in one of ours.
I think maybe put it in Dilly's quarters now. Maybe inside a rock, like you suggested, Felicia.
We do.
And then once we figure out what's going on with your mama, if we want to move it later, we can.
I was also thinking, if Mama's not sleeping, I can talk to the dead. And we could ask her if she knows anything about, Hector and Mr. A, or anything about the orphanage, or anything about the game.
Yeah, I think we definitely want to do that. Maybe not right now. Right now we have to take the circus and meet with the people from the circus here in just a few minutes. And make sure that they're all taken care of. But yeah, I definitely want to see if we could talk to your mama afterwards. She definitely has knowledge that we need.
Yes. I'd like to pay a visit to Locke.
Okay. Well, he's right over there, and I just point over towards his tent.
Yes.
And Locke is he's kind of gathering his things and putting them away in preparation for the meeting because he doesn't like leaving his shit out where people can take it.
Yes. I'll talk to him later.
Okay, I'm going to suggest that we go find Copy and tell him what's going on and get him to come to the meeting. And Dilly, for now, will you put this in your quarters? Hide it in your quarters?
Certainly. And I'm
Okay.
going to go.
Gwynny,
And I will go.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Dilly.
Well, go ahead. You're fine.
Oh, I was going to really quickly, Gwynny, as you mentioned Copy, because he's in the tree and because he's someone also in the circus, you know exactly where he is.
Yeah, he's in his Copy's in his quarters, so we can go. I can message him if we need to. But go hide this for now, and then we'll have our meeting, and then we'll go from there.
You know the messaging spells?
I do.
Do you? Is there anything specific you need to message people?
Well, I just need to message Copy to meet us for the here at the table.
I mean in general.
I use it when I need to talk to someone. It's not anything in specific.
Do they have to be a member of the circus?
They have to be somebody I've met.
All right, then if you need me, you can go ahead and message.
Okay, where are you going?
I mean just in general.
Oh, yes, okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate the permission.
Figure we're going to be all on the same page.
Yes, that is nice.
I
now have permission to message already.
Call me.
I get experience with situations like that on long gigs.
Okay, so that's nice too.
So I want to go up to my place now.
Okay.
And walk in.
And did you already design this place?
I've changed nothing.
Okay. And is this your personal quarters, or are you going in the tree?
Oh, it's my place in the tree. I mean, Joel's old place.
I think he's planning moving into Joel's old quarters.
Okay, yeah, he's very much taking ownership over this.
In the Joel one.
And I've changed nothing, so it should be as Joe left it.
Yeah, it's exactly as he left it.
So I'll go snoop around for ledgers, things of that nature.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me first investigation.
You bitch. Here we go.
All right.
Yeah, that's an 8, yeah.
You don't really notice or see anything, even as you're looking through his desk and like on his desk, you don't really see that much. Now go ahead and roll me perception.
How's my passive investigation at 22, though?
Oh, okay. If your passive is 22, you realize
I mean,
that...
I don't want any freebies. I'm just saying it's irritating.
No. If it's passive, then as you're walking through, you're very much realizing that you know Joel was the record keeper. Like, that's not a question. But you realize that he's not a conventional record keeper. It's not in his desk. He doesn't have a notebook. It's weird. But you also remember that he has an entire room full of paper origami of circus tents.
Okay, well, do you want me to roll perception still in this room, or I'll go in that room then?
Yeah, if you want to roll it if you want to head to the paper room, you can roll it there instead.
I'll do that.
Okay.
And as I walk in, what's my passive give me? It's 30.
Your passive, you see all of it's a paper replica of the circus.
How does that look? Does it look healthier now, like, so to speak?
To a degree, you see that it's not necessarily, like, the paper's not crumbling or aging anymore. It's starting to go white again. And it's happening very slowly. Like, it's different from when you first saw it earlier. But you're also noticing that as the paper starts to get healthier, every single piece of paper is covered in writing. Very small, illegible from where you're standing, but you realize that Joel kept records here.
I will peer in closer. Come on.
Righty.
16.
Yeah.
Get another natural one out of the way.
Unfortunately, you also realize that Joel wrote in shorthand, and you can't read any of it. But you do kind of...
Is it a form of thieves' can at all? Because I read and write thieves' can.
No. This is like Joel's personal shorthand.
Understood.
However, it's small. It's so, like, not only are you having trouble deciphering it, like, you can barely see it. It's so small. This is start to finish every single
when he was a student,
moment of the circus.
Did he teach her that shorthand?
What was that?
Did he teach Quinny the shorthand?
You can ask her.
I will. Gwynny.
Yes, Dilly.
Did Joel teach you a type of arcane writing or something like that?
A little bit, not a lot.
Maybe shorthand?
He taught me, not the shorthand, although I saw him use it sometimes.
Yes.
He taught me his alphabet that he used that was a kind of a code.
Yes. All
And
right.
I check else to see if I have comprehend language, because if I don't, I know I have the ability to get it done. Get it? I know. Oh, Ulrich has comprehend languages. Okay. Yeah, no. What's the matter? Why did you ask, Dilly?
It's of no importance right now. I will talk to you about it later.
All right.
Some things will be cleared up when we have better time.
Papers?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. You know that new Tusk guy. You know, the one with the long nose.
Yes, Baldork.
Yeah, he's really good with languages. We should ask him.
I did tell him that once I went over everything in here myself, he could have a look.
All right. Well, in that case, let's.
What?
Watering just. Let's ask him to look at it when we have free time again. Okay.
At a better time. Of course.
Yeah.
And as you guys are having this messaged conversation, the marionettes and the crew are all kind of gathering and sitting, taking their normal seats around the two huge tables. And Bitsy is just kind of tuttering around, putting out like cheese plates and like salami and like finger foods for everyone, like little tiny cucumber sandwiches. And was Copy sent the message regarding the meeting?
Gwynny?
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
Last one was as you guys messaging this conversation.
Oh, okay. So as you guys are having the conversation via message, the cast and crew and marionettes are gathering around like the two really long big tables where everyone usually eats, and they're taking their usual seats. And it's interesting, they've left your two seats where you guys have grown up sitting at that table open for you.
Okay. Yeah, Dilly, the people are all down here gathered. Let's it's time for us to go meet with them.
Indeed.
And I call him back from his rooms to go do what we're supposed to do.
And I'll go down.
Poppy, are you joining us for the meeting? I message Copy. Poppy, are you joining us for the meeting?
Poppy, hello.
Hello, copy. If you
Poppy.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey.
Yeah, we're having a meeting. Are you coming?
Yes.
Okay. Felicia, Ulrich, the meeting's starting. Are you coming?
Am I invited?
Well, of course you are.
I wasn't. This is a Circus management meeting, isn't it?
Right, but you're part of the change of. You may not be part of the management yet, but you're certainly part of the change of management. So come along and then give us your insight.
All right.
I'll go with you.
All right. So as you guys leave the base of the tree and Dilly, you're going back down the elevator, you all kind of arrive in this big meeting area and the common area for crew and where everyone lives around the same time. And all of these heads turn to you, and when they see you guys, they all stand up, just out of respect. And they wait. They're all quiet and they're waiting.
Yes. Hello, everybody.
I'm not sure this level of respect is required. Please be seated.
And
Yes,
they all kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
take glances at each other, and you hear like a wave of murmuring pass down the table, and then everyone very slowly, almost cautiously, like sits down and then looks at you guys like very expectantly, but also you can tell half of them are guarded, some of them look excited. The marionettes are only looking at Dilly.
All right. First things first. For now, the circus is going to go on as usual, and you will all be paid as usual. The night's take will be divided, and it will be given to you the same night, just as it was in the past.
The reaction is a bit of an eruption.
Huh?
So the reaction is kind of an eruption. Some of the men start like banging their fists on the table and like shouting, and it's a happy sound. And some of the female performers are like hugging each other and crying. Like you can tell this was their biggest issue that they were waiting to hear about.
We don't know where we're going to extend to in the future. We don't even know what we're going to be doing in the future. But for now, everything goes on as usual. Repair your tents. Do whatever you need to do to repair your tents. We will help as needed. And your pay will come the next open night just as usual.
They're nodding and kind of murmuring their agreement, and they still you can there's a tense like air of they have questions, but they also watched you two grow up, and so they're more on the page of we're just waiting for them to figure it out and let us know.
Right.
I have a question.
Huh?
Huh?
I have a question.
Yes.
Do any of you know somebody in here that is good at farming? I need some farmers, brother.
And kind of stout, weirdly like clean, almost clean shaven. Like his beard is rather short for a dwarf. And you see him and two other dwarves who look identical to him stand up. And they all kind of in unison say, aye.
Oh,
Before you talk with him, Poppy, what tent do you three man?
No tent. We're on the podiums.
What do you do on the podiums?
And rather than explain, they just start like somersaulting with each other. Like they make a tiny human dwarf wheel and like somersault around a little bit, and then they hop up on each other's shoulders and they do like flips, and they are three tiny strongmen acrobats.
Okay. Copy. I understand what you want as far as gardening is concerned, but their job is in the circus, and that's what they get paid for. So talk with them about the amount of time they give you.
Well, if I could intervene. probably assign some marionettes to that.
Not for
No,
that, but ain't you guys gonna be getting
I don't
some
really need
orphans?
them. I just need their experience so I can teach my upcoming golems how to farm. So I just need their experience with farming. I don't really need them.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sounds like maybe have them teach the golems on when the circus isn't open, when they have free time.
Either that or whenever. It doesn't matter.
We'd be asking for hourly pay
Uh,
per person. Labor ain't free,
then
lad.
how does a lot of fruit as in payment for you? How do you like a lot of fruit?
Roll persuasion.
Nah,
Roll
yeah, I'm just
persuasion.
gonna
No,
be
roll it at disadvantage though, because
Look
they're
at
already
Ulrich.
unimpressed with you.
I want to look at Ulrich and be like, I think it'd be a better deal if he paid by the inch.
Yeah, they asked the wrong person for payment. I have no gold, so yeah, they're not getting anything from me.
Are you?
I think we could probably sponsor them a little bit to help you, just to instruct your golems. So we can pay them a day's worth of pay, can't we, Dilly?
That's a natural 20 at first. Now I gotta roll. I hope I get another natural 20. I hope
I
If
hope
you
you
get
do
another
too.
natural 20, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Please, Lord Jesus, please let this young man not get a nut one or something at least decent. That's a 15. That's not too bad.
That is not too bad. They kind of look at each other a little bit, and they're doing like triplet mind melding. Like they're not actually talking out loud, but you can tell that there's a whole conversation going on. And then finally, the shorter bearded one looks over at you and he narrows his eyes. A bit of fruit, then, and a day's pay.
We can do that,
Well,
right, Dilly?
Sure.
Well, I
All
hope
right.
you have big backpacks, because all the fruit on my level is gigantic.
They all look at each other a bit excitedly, and Dilly, your passive perception tells you that they have definitely been like making other things aside from juice with this fruit.
Nice.
All right,
I'm gonna
well,
give him
that's
the I'm
settled.
looking at you stare with the fingers.
And they all very quietly sit down, and they're kind of like blushing under their beards, but they're all kind of smirking too. Like they realize that you're going to be keeping an eye on them, but you haven't brought the whip down yet, so they're not actually in trouble.
I'm gonna lean over to Dilly and say, Bud, if they have any experience in brewing, that might be something you can market.
Well,
Oh, now that's a good idea.
Mm,
well, I am really getting interested in profitability.
Well, we have the juice stand, but imagine if it sold more than juice.
We got the juice.
Speaking of that, we need to. What has been happening with the profits from the juice stand? Has anybody found out?
Well, one of the things that might give us a clue to that is Joel's scribbles in his little paperwork.
Okay, yes, we definitely have to look into that more, because we promised that that would be sent to Jeffro's family.
Well, we're just having this conversation in front of the meeting. We should carry on with the meeting. Just saying.
It's
Well, why
actually,
don't you guys?
everyone kind of looks fascinated because they never got to like hear Joel and Gloria do anything aside from like argue with each other. So they've kind of almost been in the dark as much as you two in how this circus is run.
I could totally see this happening all off track. Oh, wait.
Does anybody got any concerns or questions they would like to bring up?
Good comment. That is a good question.
Bitsy
How do
kind of.
they? What? Well, I do have a question as far as that. How do these people view Felicia as
Uh,
she's speaking out?
well, and that's it. Bitsy kind of raises her hand and says, Miss Felicia, no offense. Uh, how do? And she kind of looks around the people like at the table. How do I be nice now? It's very, very hard. I have a bad thing in my head I want to say, but I don't actually want to say it. And you see like a younger woman than Bitsy kind of stands up, and she's in like a very tight, colorful, almost like contortionist's leotard, and she kind of holds her hand up. I've got it. I guess what she's trying to say is we would really prefer. Thank you for asking the question. We just want to hear from them, though.
Yeah, no, we get that. First off, this is Felicia.
And they all say, "Hi, Felicia."
This is Copy.
And she
Hi,
was like, just
Bobby.
And this is Ulrich.
Hello.
Hi, Ulrich.
Felicia and Copy and Ulrich are our companions and friends and are assisting us in this transition. I realize you want to talk to us, but if you can't find one of us, find one of them and give them the message and they will get us for you.
And the girl like nods and okay, thank you. I think we can all agree on that. And everyone around the table, yes, okay.
Okay, so we want to make sure that they know that Felicia and Copy and Ulrich have speaking roles too.
Yes.
I know.
I'm gonna mimic her voice and say, "Hi, Copy."
Yeah, very good.
I know that my grandma, I know that Gloria wasn't the kindest of people, and I really hope that y'all will be able to see that I ain't nothing like her. And
She's really not.
I hope that y'all will probably, maybe get to like me a little bit. And then she's just going to kind of melt back.
Anyway, to your question, what were you asking again now?
Really, just if anybody was, if they had any suggestions that might help their days be a little bit easier.
Yeah, that is a really good question. And if it helps, I'll go ahead and restate it so you know it comes from us. What are the suggestions of you as performers for Dilly and I going forward to make sure that the circus runs as well as possible for all of us, not just us?
You hear like a gruff voice somewhere from the back, like, ban all the children! Ah ha ha! And no one laughs. They all just kind of like, oh my god, he's at it again.
Children are rather useless.
That's what I'm saying.
We're not going to ban children, but how about we make an adult area, especially if we're considering putting alcoholic beverages at the fruit stand? Maybe we make an adults only area and possibly your tent could move there.
About a adults only night once a week.
That would work too.
And Bitsy like claps her hands. Oh, and then a family night once a week too.
That is
and
a
we
really
can
good
close
idea,
all of the more racy tents for that night. And she casts some very dark looks around the table.
You know, that is a really good idea, Bitsy, and maybe we could have a little bit, those whose tents are closed, that maybe do some sort of family-friendly midway entertainment?
Oh, yeah. Speaking of children, I'm gonna whisper into Dilly's ear. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, what happened to those kids that died on the boat? I'm gonna take their bodies if you don't need them." Did you hear what I said?
No.
Yeah.
No, you don't actually whisper.
Great role play.
Ulrich is giving Copy the stink eye no. Now.
No, not
Copy,
now.
Can you repeat yourself though? Because I missed about half of that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, what happened to the kids on the boat that died. I'm ready for them. I'm ready to take their hearts and give them a new life. Yeah.
I believe that Gwynny and Felicia handled that.
Yeah, they're still on the boat aboard up above the circus. We still have to get the boat inside the circus. So let's deal with that afterwards, if you don't mind. Let's not talk about that right now.
Well, it's a good thing that they can't hear me.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, thank you,
You want to think again?
Yeah, I think they did hear you quite well. I know that I heard you quite well, and I see some rather interesting looks around the circus, which tells me that several of them heard you too.
Okay, Ulrich is
You know
going
what?
to
Dead
stand
children.
up.
There you go. Perfect.
So, good point.
I'm sorry. I said ban children, not kill them.
Ulrich's going to stand up and raise his hand to try to get everybody's attention.
And Bitsy's
hold up.
clapping her hands. Everyone, settle down. Dilly, I believe you were, can you just take over really fast?
No.
Oh, well, I just had.
You want me to explain what?
Wait, what?
Any questions addressing the circus people?
And you hear a lot of voices like, well, yeah, now I have a lot more questions than I thought I did. What are you talking about? Is that why the boat's up there? Are you guys still doing the kid thing?
So, no, that is ending.
But you killed a bunch of them.
No,
No.
some of them died in an accident, a very small amount. Most of them got off of the boat and went to the orphanage, and we're going to be going to the orphanage to make sure that they are not sold and that they are free and that they are taken care of.
They died in a bit of fun.
Copy, that's not appropriate. Yeah, no, they died in an accident. The boat actually, it got crashed. It got crashed into the ground, and they did not survive the fall. And we're very sorry about that. The copy is a little bit weird, but we're very sorry about that. Sorry that it happened.
Weird.
So after Copy's little outburst, Gwynny, the rest of your little speech is kind of drowned out as the table. They're talking amongst themselves now. Like, it starts kind of off as a quiet murmuring, but now some of them are looking a little bit pissed off. And go ahead and everybody roll me perception.
Okay.
Give me just a second. I gotta roll twice.
Second here. I'm +3 on that. I know my perception's crap.
Not a problem. Oh, Dilly! What is going on today, my man?
Dude, that's like 4 nat runs in a row. It's
Holy
ridiculous.
crap.
Oh, I did good. I got nat 20.
There we go.
In total.
Yeah, and I got a 17. Yeah.
Okay, so Dilly, I'm going to go with your passive and say that your rolled perception is because you're trying to hear Gwynny. Like, you're trying to hear what she's saying, so maybe you can support her in the next sentence, something, because you realize this is getting out of hand. So you're a little more focused on what she's saying, but all of you do hear a couple of phrases that may or may not upset you. One of them being, I honestly thought Gloria was the worst. They literally just laughed about killing a bunch of orphans. Like, guys, we might have to leave. I know we're gonna get old, but we have to fucking leave. And you hear an uncomfortable amount of people agreeing with her.
And I'm going to stand up and shout. I mean, just shout, outright shout. No one is laughing about killing orphans. We feel terrible about it. We're going to give them an honorable burial as soon as we know what's going on. As soon as we can get them down on the ground, out of the ship, we will be giving them an honorable burial. No one is laughing about killing orphans, and I'm just going to burst into tears.
And at the sight of Gwynny's tears, most of the men at the table kind of settle down, and you can see it on their face, like, oh god, female, crying, tears, what do we do? But a lot of the women at the table are, they're still either half standing or fully standing and glaring at you and Dilly and Gwynny.
What?
Well, Gwynny, Dilly,
What?
Felicia. Not so much Ulrich. They're a little bit afraid to look at him, but none of
Dilly's
them
gonna
are
stand
happy
up
with Copy.
because I imagine he was sitting.
And as Dilly stands up, only one person stays standing. They all kind of like, oh shit, okay, I guess they are the new bosses. He's asserting dominance. Let's all, okay, we're sitting down. And you realize that the only person left standing is at the very end of the table, and they're not at the bench. They've been standing at the head of the table this whole time. And it's the person in the cloak.
Okay.
Who are you?
I think the more important question is, who are you? Are you the new leaders? Are you the new employers? Are you the new friends? Are you the new tyrants?
Well, we are not tyrants. Employers is probably the best way to look at it.
Carry on then. They're all listening.
Who are you?
An employee.
Not going to carry on until we know a little bit more about you.
And you see another ripple go down the table. Everyone is incredibly uncomfortable with your line of questioning. And they're not looking at you anymore. The marionettes are still looking at Dilly, but most everyone is looking at this cloaked figure.
Yeah, I'm not backing down. I want to know who this person is.
And you see, once more, the girl, the contortionist, kind of stands up. So, I guess it's probably, easier to explain. That's your employee, but it's not a performer, so you can't actually... And she's not really your employee.
Does she work for Mr. A and Mr. H?
No. And someone else says, guardian, maybe. That's a good word. Yeah, I guess, okay, yeah, sure, yeah. She's kind of like our guardian.
Guardian of who?
Of us, the living ones.
I see. So she's the spokesman for the rest of you?
No, she actually didn't want to be here, but apparently Mr. Dilly wants to have a conversation after the meeting, so she figured she'd listen in. Usually, she's not here.
Okay, thank you.
Yes,
And
she
sits
down very nervously.
How was she? How were you appointed?
Appointed is a strange word. I was placed, you could say.
By whom?
Inconsequential.
No, that is not inconsequential. That is absolutely 100% consequential. Who placed you here?
I'm sorry. And she doesn't sound rude. She just sounds very well spoken and very polite. She's not trying to step on your toes, but she says, I do apologize. That came off a bit crass. It's inconsequential to you.
No, it's not inconsequential to me. I will decide what is consequential and is not consequential to me. Knowing who you are, how you came to be here, who pays you, and who appointed you is extremely consequential to me.
No one pays me, and no one really appointed me. I was placed. Again, the term is several beings, people, intelligent persons.
Who are?
Not any of your business. I am very,
then
very
it's not
sorry.
any of your business to be here. You should leave. If we don't know who placed you, and we don't know who you are, and we don't know why you're here, then you need to leave. This is a private enterprise. You do not have a right to stay here if you are not approved by the owners of the enterprise, and we are the owners.
I'm going to roll insight on this person and see if I can figure out what she's saying.
Go for it. And as you're rolling, she says, fair enough. And very, there is no, granted, you can't see her face. You know,
24.
24? All right. As she leaves, she does go downstairs, and as she's passing you, specifically Ulrich, you get a very odd sense of magic from her. in a way that she's not actively casting, but there's something actively happening to her. Almost like something has been cast on her and she's kind of struggling to maintain it or to fight through it. You can't really pick up on exactly what it is, but this person is telling the truth 100%. She's telling as much of the truth as she can.
Okay, I'm going to lean over to Winnie and say, there is an active spell on this woman.
All
And
right.
she's telling the truth, but she can't tell much of it. Might be something akin to what Gaius.
She needs to tell us what she can, and she is not. And until she does, I don't feel any need whatsoever to allow her to remain.
She might very well have told you what she can.
Then she should have said that. But she did not.
Maybe she can't say it, she did.
All right. Wait a second. You, stop. Stop right where you are. Are you under a Gaius?
I'm sorry, what?
Are you under a Gaius? Are you under someone's control?
Control is a harsh word.
I don't care whether you wish to argue semantics with me or not. Answer the question.
I suppose, yes, in a way.
All right. Who was that person?
Or can you tell us? Or if you can't, please tell.
She smiles and she smiles and kind of touches her nose and then points at Ulrich.
Okay. So you cannot tell us who is controlling you? Maybe you can tell us who has an outside interest in the circus.
Oh, well, of course, that would be the proprietors.
And that would be Mr. A and Mr. H, correct?
You have done your homework.
All right. So can you answer the question as to whether or not you are employed by Mr. A or Mr. H?
I cannot answer that question. However, I would like to assure you that I have no interest in harming you or Dilly or your friends.
That doesn't matter. If you're interfering with the circus, you're still causing a problem.
The fact that she cannot answer says a lot.
It absolutely does.
Let's just say, the circus has secrets.
I'm sure that it does.
Peeling them back a little bit at a time, and as you peel, you'll find more and more things that you won't understand right away, but if you're patient, and if you follow my advice in the sense that not your concern. And then she looks, like her head turns in Felicia's direction before looking back at Gwynny.
I will follow advice for people I trust. Right now, I do not trust you at all. Why should I trust someone who refuses to even identify themselves?
We trust her, says the girl in the contortionist outfit, and a couple of other people stand up at the table. Most of the people stand up at the table. Marionettes are still looking at Dilly.
That doesn't figure. I mean, the fact that you trust her just gives me a great pause as to your acumen. Why would you trust someone you don't know?
Because
Isn't it?
and one of the dwarves is like, "Oh, darling, no. We do know her."
Is it of my concern?
I'm sorry, what was that, lass?
Well, you looked at me when you was when you was telling her it was none of her concern. Is it any concern of mine?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
That's a little weird.
It is, isn't it?
It is.
Would you still like me to leave the meeting?
No, you don't need to leave the meeting. You just need to be honest with us. What is your name?
I have been as honest as I possibly can.
You have not told us your name.
Winnie, she might not be able to.
You know what? She might be able to. Right now, she's waffling. Until she tells me she's not able to, then I don't know that, do I?
Can you tell us your name?
You just hear her kind of chuckle.
What is your name?
Your name is Gwynny.
No, your name.
Ulrich.
When?
His name is Dilly.
When?
Her name I cannot say. And she's pointing at Felicia.
She's connected to Felicia. She's connected to Gloria. There is an enchantment on there. We need to. The tomb.
Tilly.
I like this lady. She has spunk.
Dilly.
Yeah.
Get her name out of her.
Bad idea.
This lady got spunk. She's amazing.
Let's get her name out of her now.
You're crossing a line.
Anything?
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
I can, motherfucker.
Hey, copy. Hey, chill for just a second.
Y'all just go ahead for a minute, because every time I've tried to say something for about the past 15 minutes, I keep fucking getting stomped on. So I'm a little irritated right now. So please carry on.
I did not mean to overrun you. I'm sorry if I did.
Whether you do or not's not the point. It's not just you. But I'm over it. So please carry on.
I was to ask your name.
If you were to ask, that
We need something to call you.
Do you
Well,
want
I
to
guess
ask?
I'll ask. Yes. What is your name?
Well, to be honest, I don't quite remember. However, I was called, very affectionately, Little Git.
Does that sound familiar?
Oh?
Do y'all remember anybody saying that? I don't know. I swear that I thought that I heard. Maybe Gloria?
And she kind of, the noises she's making are like affirmative noises.
Who sent you?
Oh, well, no one sent me, per se. I suppose you could say I, sent myself. Yeah, sure, yes. I'm not entirely sure how it happened, but once I was just there, and I can walk sometimes.
Can you show your face?
No. No.
Ulrich's rolling insight to try with this information. Trying to piece this together.
All right.
23.
As best you can tell, this is Felicia's mom. There is no possible fucking way she should be alive, or moving around, or speaking to you.
Should I ask?
See if she'll answer you.
Would you happen to be Felicia's mother?
She does not acknowledge your question.
I see.
Mama?
Oh dear. You haven't.
Is that you?
There's a meeting, and I will be here later. All right, you can join Dilly with the meeting if you'd like. I can't really answer his questions, but I can answer yours. So I'll be over here in the corner waiting for this to end. Please continue. And she backs into a corner.
Felicia just sits down, dumbfounded.
Dog, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm like I said. I'm sorry if I interrupted you.
It's fine.
It doesn't sound like it.
It's fine. I'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Just you sound like me when I say it's fine, and I know how that feels.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'll be fine for sure.
Okay.
So, Dilly is going to address the crowd and tell them that it was unfortunate that the children died. It was an accident. It was a rambunctious spell. The ship is actually alive, and it did not like it one bit. And kind of lost consciousness. Unfortunately, there were deaths. They will be buried in Copy's forest where they can live on. If you don't like that explanation, come talk to me personally.
There's a bit
And I'm
of
just going to
quiet
stare
grumbling.
him down.
There's a bit of stirring and quiet grumbling, but under your stare, go ahead and roll me intimidation. Are you trying to intimidate them? I'm assuming yes.
I'm not really trying to intimidate them, but I'm trying to be as transparent and give them the inclination that I have no reason to lie to them whatsoever.
Okay, in that case, go ahead and roll persuasion. Because, yeah, if you're not trying to make them, like, slightly afraid of you, I'm not going to...
30-20.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, they kind of settle, and you see some of their shoulders relax. The marionettes have been unchanged this entire time. They're just watching you. And you get the sense that, like, their personalities kind of just extend to the... Some of them are a little deeper than others, but for the most part, they're all kind of just like, oh no, we have good customer service. That's what we're here for.
All right.
But yeah, the living crew are definitely looking at you and, okay, we're not scared, but clearly he's not fucking around, so he's commanding the room. Cool, awesome.
Go ahead, Ulrich.
Ulrich's just gonna subtly point his finger at Copy while lifting his eyes to the sky, like,
Oh, yes. Now that I have everyone's attention, you all know the circus maybe better than Gwynny and I. You do all the work. You do all the shows. So, the ship is going to... We want to get it into the forest that I have in the tree. So perhaps there's a way to get a large object in without having to do more magic upon it?
Oh. I can answer that. So Bitsy kind of like raises her hand.
Yes.
You just go into the tree with Miss Gwynny, and you make the decision to put the... I mean, you have to be on the level that you want the boat on, but if you just say that you want it there, it'll be there. Assuming it wants to be there. Did you ask it if it wanted to go?
As far as I know, it wants to be free in the forest that Copy has created.
Oh, well, yeah, you should just be able to go in and say whatever it is however you want to word it. I won't tell you how to talk words.
Indeed. Thank you, Bitsy.
Oh, very welcome.
Y'all, don't forget to mention that we need to get a boat built.
Yes. We'll commission that in the city, maybe. And I'm going to dismiss him, but I'm going to beckon the one girl that's so talkative.
Oh, yeah, the contortionist.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just going to point at her. You. Come here.
Okay. Hi.
What is your name?
I mean,
It doesn't matter.
actually.
To keep this simple.
Oh, okay. You don't
This is
actually care.
Bitsy.
Okay.
Bitsy,
Sorry. Hi, Bitsy.
I do
Hi.
care.
I mean, I know.
But if
I
you
know
can't just
Bitsy.
spit it out, then fuck it.
You're very tall and kind of freaking me out.
I can't help that.
Okay. Sorry. I'm Arlie. Arlie.
Arlie.
Arlie French. Yeah. Hi.
I'm going to assign you, if you don't mind, to helping Bitsy become human.
I mean, isn't she already?
She's recently human.
Oh, is that why she kind of smells like? Yep. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yes.
Okay.
And since, you're a human girl and she's a human female, maybe you can help.
Okay, so I feel like I do understand what you're asking me
Yes.
for help with, but I also
Mhm.
I don't want to do anything inappropriate while misunderstanding. So can you just be like a little bit more specific on how I'm supposed to help her?
Bitsy,
Yeah.
she's going to help you to be human. All right? Tell her what you need.
Well,
I'll teach you how to wipe.
Yes, mostly that's what I'm having trouble. Also, sometimes I forget how to swallow when there's food in my mouth.
Yeah, so she's going to be like your assistant.
Okay. Do I get extra pay for this?
What do you need to be compensated with?
I mean, more money.
I'm going to reach into my pocket and just pull out like 4 or 5 platinum pieces and just hand them to her.
Oh my god. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, those are probably valuable.
Yeah. Do you not understand money? Okay, sure. Okay, come on, Bitsy. Let's go to the bathhouse. And she'll lead a poopy pantsed Bitsy away.
Does Ulrich know the conversion for money?
Did Ulrich even see?
Probably not, because Ulrich didn't come through the front door, so he didn't get Polly's bit on how money turns into tickets.
I mean, I can't remember off the top of my head. Is it 100 gold pieces to a platinum piece?
10.
10 gold pieces?
10 gold per 1 platinum.
Okay, Ulrich's gonna turn to Dilly and say, "You just gave her something akin to 50 gold pieces, and that's a lot of."
Does Ulrich have any money or pouches?
Ulrich.
Yeah, he's got a backpack.
Oh God.
What's that? You have what?
I've got a backpack full of stuff.
We'll try to steal something out of it.
Oh God.
Ulrich's looking right at Dilly and say, "Bad
25.
idea."
Sleight of hand.
Yep.
All right.
Perception.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a perception, Steven.
Okay. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh boy. And what is in the backpack? Did you put all of the items? All of your shit. Okay.
All of the shit I've got. 13 perception.
No. Yeah, no. So Dilly.
What did I take?
Huh?
He would have to roll, I think, to see what I took. He knows the things that are in his bag.
Yeah. How many items do you have in your bag? If I feel like I don't know if that's like a cool question to ask or not. Not cool, but like
in my bag, I've got a bedroll, book, cartographer's tools, chalk, traveler's clothes, bottle of ink pen, bullseye lantern, mess kit. I've got.
Look on your inventory sheet. See how many items you have in your.
I am.
Just run down the thing and figure out how many there are.
Okay.
Not the item list.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Actually, just pick something that you value in there.
Okay. Let me make this a little bit less like pick the thing you like the most. Pick.
I'm going somewhere with this.
Okay, pick. Okay, go for it then. Pick something you care about, Ulrich.
Okay, I'm gonna say, is this like a magical pickpocket thing?
Nope. I'm just
No,
really
he's just
good.
really good at pickpocketing. Like he's pulling one of those like you guys are walking and he's making a lot of physical contact with you just in general conversation to be more
Okay,
charismatic, and it's all turning into him stealing shit from you.
my map case.
Okay.
A wooden case containing a map.
So you asked me the question, and I'm going to hand you your map case because I'm very good at what I do.
Hey, you're a good pickpocket.
And we'll carry on. It took longer than I expected, but that's okay.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
All right. So yeah, that
Like
happened.
Dilly doesn't really have a concept of money.
Yeah, no,
Everything,
he just
personal
likes
space,
taking
no.
stuff.
He can take it. He knows he can. So, like, Gwynny and Dilly have a shit ton of money, but they've never really spent it because everything they have has been provided for them.
Yep.
Whatever they've wanted.
Two
From
perfect
their fine
examples of
clothes.
no money concept.
So, they wear the finest of clothes and they have no idea where it came from. But now they're going to have to find out. Anyway, so we've dismissed everyone, correct, Winnie?
Yeah, if you
Do you have
guys
anything
want
else?
to, unless there's any last talking points for the meeting.
Winnie?
Winnie's just stunned by the idea that this interfering person could be related to Felicia, and just sitting there kind of thinking about things.
So, yeah, I'll dismiss everyone except that person.
Okay, and that person has been patiently waiting in the corner, kind of by the stairs, and like kind of watching Felicia the whole time,
So,
like arms crossed in the robe, like. Oh yes, hello.
yeah, hi.
Hi.
Let's get a little more comfortable. And you can explain, maybe, what your presence is here for.
I personally, truly, would love to, but I have to go. If the circus isn't opening tonight, I can't be out much longer.
You belong behind in the sarcophagus.
I can't answer
You
that
understand?
question.
Of course you
Your
can.
body's still there?
Like currently, this very moment?
Yes.
No.
Would you be able to talk a little more comfortably there?
Yes.
Well, let's go there then. Because if you are who we think you are, you're of vast importance to someone we care about.
All right.
Ooh, that's weird. Then I'll look at Felicia.
You Oh.
Do
Right.
you mean Grandma or me?
Oh, I think he means you. Sorry.
I think we should go
I think so too.
quickly.
Okay, yes. And she's momming so hard behind you.
I'm gonna go
Winnie?
up and kind of hold her hand.
Yeah, like she Oh, as you hold her hand, let's talk about you being undead. How does how do you want to play that? Not so much just with like spells and transformations and shit like that. Like how do you want to play that in terms of sensing stuff? Like did you have any ideas?
I think that because of the way that she became undead, that she would be kind of. I think that she would only sense it another undead if it was a very evil Like, if it was good or mundane or something like that, I don't think it would be one of those, oh shit, you're like me's.
Okay. So as you hold her hand, you're kind of like, just based on how you saw her in the mausoleum, like on the stone slab, she was perfectly preserved, but it's a little bit surprising that when you grab her hand, like it's warm. Like she doesn't feel dead. And she very gently kind of squeezes your hand and doesn't let go.
Uh, I missed you. It's been kind of hard, and uh, I thought that I sold my soul to you, or gave you my soul, and uh, I never thought that I'd be able to feel love, and I feel love right now. Really missed you.
There's a very soft noise that comes out from under the hood. And you're not really it could be like a laugh, but it sounds more like a very small sob.
And I'm just gonna squeeze her hand and keep walking.
So, you two dating? Yes, that's very sweet.
Oh no, no, no! Oh, Mama, he's Mr. Dilly isn't like that. He's a eunuch.
And that prevents him from dating?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's difficult, and also he's a big fucking cat, Mama. I mean,
That's incredibly racist.
oh, he is a big fucking cat.
He's a big tabaxi tiefling. You have to be a little bit culturally sensitive.
Mama, he's, well, if you ask him, he'll tell you he's like, have you ever seen when cats are on a table and they just knock off your coffee? Well, that's him. He's the cat. Trust me, Mama. I mean, he might not be a cat, but he's a cat.
I'm sorry, he gets on the table and knocks over your coffee.
Yes. Well, tea. And,
Oh, you don't drink coffee?
Sometimes, I swear to God, I think I seen him piss in Miss Winnie's shoe once.
That's horrific.
Yeah, that's him. But you know, we love him. He's a nice asshole.
That's incredibly contradictory, but I will accept it. All right, you have fun friends. Very fun.
Oh, they are. I mean, they run the circus. How can they not be fun?
That is precisely why I am worried. They're currently running the circus. If they were fun before, they might not be anymore.
Oh, well, that don't sound good. I don't think it would change them that much. They're good people. Miss Gwynnie, she would give both her titties to make sure that you was safe.
I do not require that kind of sacrifice, but I do appreciate the offer, I suppose.
And, you know, I'm pretty sure that Ulrich, I bet you he reads the nicest bedtime stories. Like you used to.
All right. Ah, look,
Excuse
here
me.
we are. We're here. We're here. She's been like kind of like rigid this whole time. It's not that she's uncomfortable, she just doesn't know how to fucking human anymore.
right? It's all kind of grody on fucking Felicia too. Like
she doesn't converse with people in the circus on a regular basis. She just looks out for them. And now this is like the most she has spoken in about 40 years.
Will you be able to answer all of our questions, or are you just restricted to me?
It would be just restricted to you. I can answer questions that Dilly asks. They just have to be unrelated to things that I can't talk about, which is hard to give a list of because I can't talk about it.
Do you know who your daddy is? I mean, we found out.
Who my father is?
Yeah.
No.
Should we tell her?
Gloria and I didn't know our father.
Oh, we can hear this whole conversation?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Dilly has been walking with them, going into, like, the tree. Like, this has just been a whole conversation that they've been having in front of him.
All right. As we're doing this, then, excuse me, I'll say to Ulrich,
Yeah.
I've looked over Joel's place,
Mm-hmm.
and I've decided to let you have a look.
All right. When do you want to do that?
At your leisure. Please be careful. And be thorough, because once you're done, I plan to make drastic changes.
All right. That makes sense. Not my first time dealing with something like that.
And yes. All right. And I'll give the tree, like, the forethought to let Ulrich in one time.
Okay. And in that vein, are you giving him a time frame before he gets ejected out of the tree?
No, he has like a one-time access to that area of the tree.
So make the most of however long you want to be in there, sort of thing.
Yes.
Okay. Are you telling him this? That it's only one-time access?
No.
I think Ulrich's getting the idea of it. That this is a one-time only thing.
All right, and
it's just one time this time. There could be many more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you?
But this is a one-time situation.
I'm going to turn around to these two, and is there any way that you can make the tree disclose the secrets?
That is an excellent question.
That is a question that seems like it should be answered at a more stable time, when you have time to experiment.
I think you might be right. Do you all got any questions that you might want to ask Mama? I got a couple of them thought up, but I've been thinking about.
I have the distinct feeling that any questions I want to ask are ones that she cannot answer.
Well, you might be able to give them a whirl. I mean, most she could say is, please try again.
Well, it seems there are things she can talk about and things she can't. So, I propose then, you suspect it's something she cannot talk about, and she'll say, well, I can't talk about that. Try to lead it in a yes or no format.
The last time
denial. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, it's all right.
No, go ahead.
I just was going to say to Felicia that the last time I asked anything, I nearly kicked her out of the circus, and Gwenny just runs off.
Oh, Gwenny.
Oh, she's
okay,
always been a little bit of a sensitive one, though, hasn't she?
How long have you been watching over the kids? Well, I shouldn't say kids. They ain't kids no more.
How long have I been dead?
That is good.
Well, I'd say about 20, 25 years you've been gone.
Well, then probably that long or a little bit shorter, depending on when I was brought here. But yes.
Did you have something you want to ask, Ulrich?
You say you woke up and just started doing this, right?
Yes.
Did you wake up here in the mausoleum?
No.
Where did you wake up?
Felicia,
Yes.
you should ask that question again.
Where did you wake up?
In the
And Ulrich's writing everything down.
it was in the tree, in Gloria's quarters, in her room. But Gloria was not there.
Was there someone there besides yourself? I don't.
Felicia,
Best come to ask for you.
you should ask that question.
Was there someone else there?
Yes.
Was it a he?
Was it a he?
Yes.
Was it Mr. H?
Yeah. Yes, yeah.
Ah.
And
Yeah.
sorry.
And Mr. A?
Yes.
Mr. H is your dad.
Sorry, what?
Mr. H is Grandpapa.
No.
Well, they interrogated him before,
I assure you, he very much is your father.
yeah. And I believe maybe he's the one that I get my powers from. But I'm really hoping that it's you. Do you know?
Felicia,
Yeah.
The blackboard.
ask her who is controlling her right now.
White.
Are they controlling you right now?
No, they don't. They don't control me. They maintain the spell.
Do you meet with them sometimes?
Yes.
I see. And I assume they. Do they have? Do they give you instructions?
I can't talk about this.
Okay.
Did they give you instructions?
I can't talk about this.
Okay, that's
She's spying for them.
That's gas protected right there.
Ask her.
Are you spying for them?
I can't talk about this.
That
Gas
would be a
protected.
yes.
Do you know anything about the orphanage?
Yes.
Can you tell us anything about the orphanage?
It's dirty. And very
Not
sad.
for long.
And there are lots of children who are told
Felicia.
that they are entering a lottery into adoption, and if they win, they get adopted by a wonderful circus family.
When is this lottery? Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
It's hard to hear you,
What?
dog. I'm sorry.
You're fine. Thank you.
When is the lottery? Wait.
Are you
We control this now.
running another
Hold on.
lottery?
No, never. Do you know who I am? Felicia's mom.
Yes.
Like, just that I'm Dilly. the new owner of the circus,
Yes, I
or
am. Yes,
that I'm Dilly.
I am aware of your history and your
Yes.
journey here. Yes.
Can you tell me if I have the power to restrict you to your sarcophagus?
Is that something you want to do, lad?
If she's a spy for Mr. H or Mr. A, yes, very much so, because she does it unwillingly. But if she can't willingly leave her area, then she can spy on nothing.
What do you know about the knot?
Wait, please. What is your name? What is Felicia's mother?
I,
What shall we call you then?
I've been called Little Git for as
Little
long as I
Git,
can
yeah.
remember.
Can you tell me if I have the power to restrict you to your quarters?
You do.
Then it is done. I'm sorry. You cannot mingle with the people.
Why not?
Because she's under the influence of Mr. A and Mr. H.
Everybody is. They can see through everybody's eyes. They can see through your eyes. They can see through
That
Gloria
may be
and
the
Joel.
case, but this makes me feel better. They can come visit her if they wish. She cannot leave and mingle freely.
You'll allow people to come back. Is that okay with you, Mama? I mean, just for safety, you know?
Oh, yeah, yes, of course.
She's led me to believe that she could be inclined to do something against her will. Is that not right?
You should
In so many words?
have Felicia ask that question.
Felicia, please ask her.
She does.
I can't do anything physically against my will, but you are not incorrect in assuming that everything about everything I see is transmitted directly back to both of the proprietors.
Then, since we know this to be a fact, and we don't know that the other things are a fact, she is restricted to her sarcophagus.
Another question. The knot, the heart of the tree. What do you know about it?
Oh, the heart of the circus.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, that's
But
what it is.
yeah, I'm gonna let her continue this conversation, and I'm gonna go try to find Quinny.
Okay. Gwynny, where specifically did you run off to? Just so I can write that down and pick up in a second.
I'm in the fortune telling tent.
Okay.
I'm obsessively reshuffling and drawing cards.
It is completely off kilter right now.
Dilly, I'm not going to ask you to roll perception or anything, but when you kind of like reach out, because you already know that you can kind of locate anyone you want to in the circus as long as they are part of the circus. Right now, that's your knowledge. So if you tried to reach out to Gwynny, you kind of realize you have no idea where she is.
That's fine.
That is almost something like, and when you reach out, you realize like, oh, this wasn't a rule that we can change. That was set by Gloria and Joel. This was a rule set by Mr. A and Mr. H. We can't sense each other in the circus.
Okay. I would have assumed, as being Dilly, that she would have went to her tent anyway.
Okay.
We can get there in a minute, though.
Yes. Continue, please.
So this heart, me and Ulrich, we did some stuff and identified it and realized that, you know, it's the anchor that keeps the circus here. But is there anything else that you could tell us?
Well, yes. I don't know how much you know about who created what in the circus. The tree was a joint effort. consider it a beautiful breakup, if you would. Joel gave Gloria his heart, and she created the tree out of it.
Oh my.
Joel's heart?
Well, I suppose not anymore, since he's not here, but it is still a heart, and it does
What if we gave it?
control the circus.
What if we gave it back to Joel?
Why on earth would you want to do that? He would snap it in half in a moment.
But if it was his heart and it was whole, then maybe the circus would be stronger.
Oh, dear child. Dear sweet child.
Ulrich's going like, no, bad idea.
He's gone... I'm not quite sure how long without his heart. Do you know how painful it would be for the circus and for him if you tried to give it back?
Well, I guess the best thing then is to keep Grandmama from eating it.
Why would she eat it?
Oh, it's just a saying. You know, a man-eater eats his heart. No? Never mind. You must not be, hip with the slang.
Ulrich's kind of puzzled by that, too.
Yeah, she's completely ass backwards when she tries to do the sayings, like, you're not the shiniest rock on the tree.
Oh, God.
Insight on that to see if I can puzzle what she's saying and translate it? Oh, dear God, I got a nat 1.
Oh, yeah, you're just like, you can eat hearts.
Yeah, you genuinely think she's being serious. Like, literal, 100% literal.
Let's see, do you know why you're still here?
Me?
Well, yeah, Grandmama was able to leave with Joel, and I thought that she was keeping you here. And now that we know that Mr. H and Mr. A was the one that brought you here and not Mama or Grandmama, then, why are you here? Why did they bind you here?
I have no earthly idea.
You think that...
I always assumed that it was a favor being done for Gloria by Mr. H. I am doubting that idea at this point.
That
I am
doesn't
not
strike
sure.
me as something they do. That does not strike me as something beings of their power would do.
And you have a monopoly on knowledge of beings of their power, do you? And she sounds incredibly amused.
Well, I have... Well, they obviously want something from this whole realm. The fact that they can animate a massive circus like this and invest so much magic into this means they have a lot of power at their beck and call. And from my studies, beings like that do not do so lightly. There is a reason for it. There is an end game, there is a goal.
Of course there is. There's an end goal to every game. It's to win.
To win what?
What's the goal?
What is the prize, I should say?
Oh, you think I know?
No, I'm not really asking this of you. I'm asking this out loud. This is the question that we need to answer in order to truly... I only just got here today. I'm still trying to wrap my head around this.
You are new.
I have only been here for a couple of hours.
And you have done a lot of research in that time. I'm quite impressed.
Most of this research stuff I did before coming to this realm, front of the Shadowfell.
Huh. What were you saying, darling?
Well, it makes me wonder, what's the Shadowfell? I mean, I've always been here, so you're going to have to explain that to me here. Do you think that you're here because Mr. Hector actually had some fatherly type love or some shit?
That would be a laughable offense.
More than likely not, Felicia.
Yeah, so there's got to be some reason. Unless
Have you
maybe...
seen him? Have you spoken to him?
Not much. He's kind of an asshole.
Oh, kind of, yes.
There's probably an ulterior motive to her being in this situation. They have some sort of plan.
I think so. I think that maybe she was how they Mr. H and Mr. A kind of kept Joel and Gloria captive.
Either that or something else.
Oh no.
Are we kind of right?
Well, they were simply just bound. They were chosen. Just like Dilly and Gwynny were chosen.
Why do you think you were here?
Why do I think I'm here? I think Gloria asked for a favor.
Really now?
Well, we were close. She might not have cared about many other people, but she did care about me.
Good.
I'm wondering what would cause Mr. H to grant that favor.
That's a good question.
Repeat the question. You cut out for a second there. Sorry, guys.
Ulrich is asking, what would cause Mr. H to grant that favor? What does he get out of it? What's his angle?
Well, that is the ultimate question. What's the angle? What's the end goal? What really are the rules of the game, right?
What's the freaking prize? If I can identify the prize, I might figure out what the rules are, why they're doing this.
Welcome back, Copy.
Hey, Copy, you all good?
Yeah, I had to update Discord. I was having some connection issues.
Ulrich,
where do we find the rules?
Like a rule book, you mean?
Rule book, rule keeper, anything that can tell us the rules or what the prize is.
Oh.
Maybe a game master?
Game master? That sounds like a...
Well,
someone or something that can tell us either the rules or the prize or something. Bogey.
Well, I do have... I can't give you all of the answers. However, do either one of you have the ability to, I guess, reveal magic? Or reveal something that's hidden.
I don't.
I can't talk about this, but the walls in the mausoleum, and you see, like, she's like, her shoulders are getting tense, like she's actually having trouble like coming up with words that she can say to explain this. The walls.
Are there writings on the walls?
Is
that noise? Okay, Ulrich's gonna start looking at the walls.
All right, and we are gonna jump over really quick to Dilly and Gwynny. Dilly, you're...
In that case,
Oh, go ahead, sorry, what?
While you guys are doing that, I'm gonna walk Bogey because he is scratching at the door, and a van just went by and got him barking.
Take the
so I'll be right
Bogey.
there.
We'll see you in a sec.
Dilly, are you just like... Oh, well, I guess first questions first. Gwynny, did you lock your tent?
No.
Okay. So, Dilly, you can either just walk in or you can be polite and like tap on the fabric if you want to.
I'll kind of peek in. Gwynny,
Yeah.
may I come in?
Yes, of course.
Right. Just thought I'd ask for a change.
But that's kind of you. I appreciate it.
You've been under a lot. You've been through a lot lately.
We all have. I'm not any
Well,
more than anybody else. Felicia. Oh,
yes,
Felicia.
but you're very sensitive, Gwynny. You always have been.
I
And I
just need to
forget
open
that.
my mouth and I say mean things and do things rashly, and I nearly dropped my mother out of the circus.
No, you're fine.
No, I did
just
hear you do that.
Right. Well, and that's not why I'm here. I came to make sure you are okay.
I'm fine.
Yes. Not really. Me
Jerry,
neither.
I'm as fine as we can be. We're stuck here in this place. We don't know the rules to the game. We don't know who's in charge. Even the people that are our friends might be spying on us. How the fuck am I supposed to be?
Right. Well, it's not really any difference in our whole life.
See? Fine.
Right. Normal then. Well, we now have an uncanny amount of power.
Do we though?
Well, we need to learn how to exploit it to our advantage, right?
Yes, I suppose.
We've always just kind of been able to make it and make the best of it. Well, we keep doing it.
We
What
probably
else
need
is there?
to take care of that shit first and foremost and get those kids buried.
Yes,
I don't like the idea of their corpses up there in the air.
I do not either. But how about you just take a rest and I'll handle that.
If that's what you want.
Well, it's not what I want anymore. You're your own leader now.
I think I'm going to go up and talk to my parents for a while.
Yes. You've been through a lot.
Are the
But I'm
tents
glad.
getting fixed? We told them to fix the tents. Are they getting fixed? I didn't pay attention.
I believe the tents were fixed at our will when we came back.
Well, I hope so.
That is true.
Yes.
You both can feel it.
Yeah, okay, in that case,
You know, it's good that your parents are still alive. I'm
I
happy
wish
for you.
I wish you had been able to find out more from your mother,
It's all
but I
right.
understand why you didn't.
I found out she's mortal.
You did indeed
Damn.
find out she was mortal.
Jesus, that's dark.
And you know your father was mortal because she killed him, so I guess you're mortal.
Maybe I am.
And Dilly, when you say maybe I am, both you and Gwynny hear the very distinct sound of laughter. And you realize that you're getting a message at the same time from both Mr. A and Mr. H. It almost sounds like they're in the same room laughing. And then it stops.
See? This is exactly what I'm saying. This is exactly what I was trying to say. We have no clue what's going on. We have no directions, no information, no instructions, and they watch our every move. They listen to every word we say. Don't tell me we have freedom and power. We have none.
I never said we had freedom, Gwynny. I simply said we had power.
I don't think we have power while they can watch our every move and know everything we think and say, and we don't know a thing about them.
You have many points, and there are many bridges I guess we'll have to just overcome, right?
Yes.
For now, go see to your parents. Perhaps they have things.
I can take care of. I can at least help them without, hurting somebody else.
I wouldn't worry about that too much. Beings get hurt. Sometimes we have no control over it.
Sometimes we do when we just do stupid things anyway.
Yes, and we'll learn from those. We'll either learn or we won't care.
I suppose.
That's a choice.
I'm just going to get up and go ahead and walk out my tent with him and lock the tent behind me and walk to the tree and go up to my quarters.
All right. And Dilly, where are you headed?
To the orphanage.
Okay. Have you and Gwynny discussed the rules of you two leaving to that extent? Do you guys have to talk to each other before you leave? Do you have to let her know you're leaving? Do you have to know
I'll let
how
her know.
long you're going for?
I'll let her know I'm leaving.
Okay, I'm in the tree because I'm up at my place or headed up to my place.
We can retcon like 5 minutes if you want to tell her before she goes into the tree.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you don't mind.
Yeah, go
no,
ahead.
I'm fine.
You're headed to the orphanage now?
Yes.
All
We'll
right.
pay a visit.
I'll tell the tree to
I think
realize
that,
you're coming back.
yes, we should just arrange that we could come and go more or less as we please.
Well, I don't know if we can arrange that, but I'll tell the tree where you're going and that you're coming back and not to destroy things while you're gone.
That should be fun.
All right.
And you both
I'm
kind of
assuming
realize,
you
like,
get
just
that.
having the conversation, the tree's leaves kind of shudder and then relax. Just the conversation itself and the agreement on a thing is what makes the change.
Come see me when you come back, okay?
Yes.
Try not to, don't get hurt. I almost said don't kill anybody, but I know better. Just don't get hurt.
I don't think I'll be the one getting hurt.
Don't get caught.
Yes.
Okay. And then I just go ahead and go on up to my quarters.
All right, give me a second.
I envision you, Dippy, with a huge game board, and you're just moving us around like pieces.
Oh my god, I wish. No, I have to write this shit down. Okay.
We should make you a game board.
I mean, like, I wouldn't say no. So that's where Dilly is, that's where Gwynny's going. Felicia and Ulrich are in the mausoleum. And Copy, you're still in your second level, like your sky level of the tree?
I don't even know where I am, to be real with you. I ended up in
Oh
the
no,
main
he
room,
came down for the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
and then that was it.
Okay, so you've heard all of, well, you were gone for a bit. A lot happened. There was a lot of conversation going on.
Well, we could just retcon that we willed the ship into the tree.
Yeah, you
We
mean
already knew we were going to
skylight?
do that.
It wouldn't have been a skylight. Like, it literally is just, if Gwynny and Dilly
Transported.
make a decision together at the same time, like, somewhere in Circus grounds, it happens automatically.
Oh, then I would remind Dilly, before you go to see the orphans, let's go take care of the Jip and Coffee's garden.
Yeah, I think we can. That should probably have been retconned too.
Yeah, let's go do that.
So that's
okay.
been done.
But
Okay.
that also gives Copy a place to be.
Yeah.
Because he fell off for 10 minutes or so.
Copy in sky level.
Which that's cool with you, Copy.
Oh, I'm cool with that.
Okay, now what are we doing with those bodies?
Well, I mean, if you give them to me, I'm going to take their hearts out of their bodies and I'm going to put them in the trees and I'm going to do a ritual to turn them into treekin.
What's your ritual? Wait, what spell is that?
It's just a known, it's not a spell, it's actually something you can do in Dungeons and Dragons.
But
just something you can do. Like, there's lore that if you take a person's heart, and and it has to be a pure heart, it can't be anyone who's evil. If you put it in the tree and you pray to your god, whoever it may be, if your god wants, he could turn them into treekin. That's what I'm hoping to do. Of course, the children won't have the same personalities as what they used to. They'll be like new beings. So anything that they have experienced before will be forgotten.
Copy if you want.
Hold on. Wait. Give me a second.
Yeah. I was going to say, she can talk to the dead and we could ask them which god they would want. And also if they want it.
I think that's a really good idea. Let's ask them what they want before we do something. I think that's a wonderful idea.
Give me like 3 to 5 minutes. I need to look this shit up.
What books do them?
Treekin.
I'm sorry.
No, I love him.
All right, man. I think his bark is cool and it's not that loud, really.
It's like it's a nice, like chill, like baying.
It's not overbearing either.
Yeah, I know.
I wish Charlie would bark like that.
My dog has a bark.
I'll be right back. These church people are back again every Sunday without fail.
Oh my god, okay.
I'll be right back. Give me a minute.
No worries.
Do you need your name?
I gotta answer the door nude.
Copy, do you have like a link to a description of what you're talking about doing? I need that.
No, but I could find it for you. I got you.
Please do.
I think
No, I don't want to search up the stock market. I know it's doing horribly right now.
And I am gonna just put this one out there. Simply because you're a bard, I will absolutely give benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna read through whatever you send me. But this is stretching it. Like,
I'm a College of Lore bard. I just assumed that
College of Lore bard is very different than I can create.
I'm not saying that I can create it. I said that if I make a religion check and if I do good.
I need you to send me what you're talking about first.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry about that. I was trying to research, but I got interrupted.
That's why I asked what book it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. situation. Thank you.
Mhm.
Not sure.
I'm going to mute for 5 seconds or 5 minutes while these people are here because of the dog. Can we just take a 5-minute break?
I think
Anybody
5-minute
mind?
break is good. Let's do that. I need to do some
All right.
research shit.
Yep, I'll be back in 5 minutes, guys, after these
Okay.
people leave.
I don't think you're my friend on here, are you? Because now I gotta search for your name. Damn it. Dippy?
Who, me? It's just Dippy.
Yeah, it won't let me send. What is this service?
You can
again?
DM me.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I can't find your name to share it because I'm not your friend on
no.
here.
Click on her icon, and then you can DM through her icon.
Set.
Oh,
Set.
icon.
Set.
Icon. Oh, dude. Yes, there we go.
All right, I got it. Hold on. Okay, so that's a creature.
Yeah, it's a creature. Yeah.
Yeah. So what?
The description is
At the
right
heart
next
of
to
every
it.
tree can. Okay, first of all, the strongest of spirits gathers the plants around them and are reborn as bulky wooden creatures called treekin. Name your spirits. Second, at the heart of every treekin resides the soul of a dead wood elf warrior. So, no.
Hold on. Alright, well. Thought it would work if I just make a religion check, but I guess not. Oh well.
It wouldn't work if you made a religion check. They would all have to be wood elf warriors that died, and you would have to have incredible spirits surrounding you. You're a bard.
Oh yeah, Tower of Music. You just
That's not
play some
spiritual.
music.
It's
Nah,
musical.
listen. But just role play it out. Do like a performance check. Use one of my spells, unheard unholy chorus, and then make a religion check right afterwards.
Yeah, I think Dippy's got a point. It's not a religion. You're not a religion-based class.
No.
And the
you're a
idea of
bard.
making creatures from other creatures is something that's a heavy upper level game thing. Not at our level right now. I think that we need a burial, not a creature creation thing.
I'm not trying to say that I'm a conjuration type of individual. I just wanted to see if I get lucky with a religion check. That's it.
But it wouldn't be lucky because you can't create a
No,
creature.
not
It sounds like it's racist.
No. I'm not saying me. I'm trying to see if my God would allow it to happen.
You don't have a god. You're a bard.
I worship somebody. It says it on my character sheet.
But you're not a religious. That's what I'm saying. Your spells aren't religious based.
They're not religious based, yes, but I can still make that check if I wanted to.
Okay, go ahead. Roll religion.
I mean, it's D&D. If you're saying I can't make a check, then
go ahead and make a check.
Welcome to the night circuit. Roll. Let's see. My religion is +1. Nope, it was worth a try though. At least I got to try.
You did get to try.
That's all it takes.
And
it would have been
with a 13.
No,
you said you wanted to roleplay. With a 13, you realize that Your god has nothing to do with you being able to create anything out of anything else. You are a bard. Your religion has nothing to do with your bard skills. Can we move on now?
All right.
Cool, thanks. Did you want to do anything else?
Yeah, I wanna. Can I cast light on the ship? Is it now in my level or no? Is it still above the circus?
It is in your level now, yeah.
I want to cast light on it, and I want to use it as a sun. So it likes to fly in the sky, right? It wants to be free. I wanted to see if I can cast light on it and use it as like something to illuminate the upper level.
You don't have light as a spell.
On D&D Beyond, I don't think I have any spells on D&D Beyond, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you do. You have your cantrips, your first level, second level, third level, fourth levels.
Let me see. Why? Check that. Yeah,
Besides that, I think Sunlight's a druid spell.
No, I didn't say sunlight. I said light.
Oh, okay.
That's not on
I
your
don't know.
character sheet though.
Yeah, I don't know how to check for my spells in this. I thought I picked light. I'm sorry.
Are you
But,
no. Are you on your character sheet in Beyond right now?
Yeah, I'm on this. I found there's like an app for it, but it doesn't like when I click on my spells, it just gives me the whole compendium. Like it doesn't tell me if I have the spells or not. You know, like I don't know what I'm doing here.
Are you are you logged into your did you click into characters and then click on copy sheet?
Yeah, I clicked on copy sheet, but every time when I go to spells, it just goes to like this whole
Okay,
list.
you're going to spells on D&D Beyond. You're not going to spells on your sheet. Are you on a tab?
No, I am on my sheet. It tells me my modifier and everything, but when I click on my spells,
I think I know the problem here.
All right, go ahead.
I think that you just haven't physically picked spells. It's going to give you the entire compendium
Well,
until
like
you pick the
I'm
spell.
in his sheet right now. I'm looking
Well, I was
at
saying
his
something about it.
his list of spells.
Okay.
I'm not like
No, I feel you. I just know that when you're trying to pick spells, if you don't physically pick them, they'll all show up.
and I've never used an app for this, so I have no idea what that looks
I
like.
mean,
Well, there's an app for D&D Beyond on your phone.
Yeah, I've never used it, so I'm like I don't know what. I'm sure it probably is shitty because apps.
It's making me update.
It's different than using it just as a browser.
yeah, I don't have a
I'm just saying.
I have a computer to use the browser, so I figured if it's on my phone, I just use the app. But I don't see any of the spells that I picked. You know,
I'll be able to help you here in a second.
But yeah, the app is not as easy to use as it is just to use your computer, the browser.
Okay.
This could just be a
I would have used the browser on my phone, but it doesn't really help me that much. It's not really good on my phone, to be honest.
It's not mobile friendly on the browser.
No, it's really not. I don't even know what I have.
So you're in the you see your character sheet, right? It's got your picture and conditions and defenses. Underneath it, do you see where it says ability, saves, and senses? And there's 9 and 12 Xbox.
Ability, see, yeah, I see it now. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Click that red box and then click the spells on that one. And then that'll give you your character sheet. Instead of taking you to the spell list, you just got to do it from that red box. Everything's in there. So you'll have like your feats and traits and shit as well.
All right, so I clicked on it, but I'm getting this whole like I don't know. Maybe I'll take a screenshot and send it to you all because this is what I'm getting. Like, it doesn't tell me. Let me see.
Yeah, if you can give us kind of an idea of what you're dealing with, we can probably help a little bit better.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's the first time I'm using this thing. I'm sending you the whole thing. It's gonna be 3 pictures worth. Let me see. You want me? Can I send it in the night circus rolling chat? Is that all right?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, here you go. This is what I'm seeing right now, and yeah, I don't get it. Oh, okay, picture didn't go through. Shit.
That's weird. It is saying that you don't have them.
Yeah, and it's okay. I feel like you're clicking into something weird though, because it's saying at the top, manage spells.
Yeah, no, but when
Are you in the character creation scene?
No, I'm not. I'm not in the character creation scene.
Because that.
I'm actually in my.
Okay, go back.
spells.
Click that backwards thing one time where it says
Okay.
man spells, and then
Mhm.
it'll have some. Let me go back to, and then you should be able to look down and see cantrip
What the
just right
hell?
underneath the modifier.
Can I say one thing real quick, Mike? On your screen that says manage spells, just below it, there's a button that says known spells. I think if you click known spells, it will show the spells you know.
Known spells. Oh, all right. I clicked on it, but it says that I have plant growth 3 times. I definitely didn't pick plant growth 3 times. And then it says I have thaumaturgy as a cantrip. That's it. That's it. Plant growth twice, and then thaumaturgy. You know what? This is.
Just be screwing up because sometimes it does do that.
Maybe I can refresh it. I don't know. No, it says I have plant growth for 3rd and 4th level, and I have no 2nd level spells, and I have no 1st level spells, and the only cantrip I have is thaumaturgy. That's what it's telling me right now.
Those are just your racial ones because it says 0 and 0. So yeah, on the actual app on the internet, it seems like you have it, but on your phone you don't.
That's so weird. Damn it. Where's my actual sheet again? Like the one I sent? It's in? Okay, there it is. Let me check. If it actually works. What the hell is this? Oh, spells. Okay. Yeah. What the hell just what? It says the same thing on the browser one. Thaumaturgy and plant growth twice. What the fuck is happening, bro? What is
Plant growth will do that because it's
You can do it at several different levels.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it'll say,
okay,
cantrip is thaumaturgy. You have a 1st level of animal friendship. You can cast that at 2nd level as well. Your 2nd level spells are enhance ability and shatter. You can cast all of those at 3rd level. Your 3rd level spells are glyph of warding, plant growth, plant growth with additional magical secrets. I'm not really sure what that means, so I don't know why that's there twice.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it's both.
I know additional.
I'm looking at the things, and it's both the exact same. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure additional magical secrets just allows you to pick a spell from any of the other classes. Just 2 spells.
Was that?
But that's not even showing up for me right now.
Hold on a second.
It's the whole fucking thing the other day. That's so weird. Song of rest, medicine, performance, yeah. No counter charms, nothing. I never picked that spell, that thing. What the hell is that? My bad, Dippy. I'm sorry this is taking up all your time. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. I feel like we should probably call it for the night. Let everyone kind of help you out with getting your character sheet set before next week, and we can end on Dilly is headed to the orphanage. Gwynny's headed up to talk to her parents. Felicia and Ulrich are in the mausoleum with Felicia's mom, and Copy is in the sky level with the ship.
And we have to decide next week. First thing we have to decide next week is what to do with the bodies.
Yeah, I will make orphan bodies equals first order of business.
If all else fails, we could have a burial. I got ceremony.
Yeah.
What is?
I'm picturing it reacting to the fact that there's writing on the walls.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Ulrich and Mausoleum writing on the walls. Well, you didn't see it yet, but you know that it's there.
I know
I
it's
got
there.
detect magic too.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell?
So that'll be able to help. Do you have spells, Stephen?
Yes, I do. I also have some rituals.
Nice.
I have, let's see. Let me check my spell list.
We'll be able to definitely have some funerals.
I don't have anything that would help with the funeral, but I have comprehend languages as a ritual.
Oh.
You can speak
So I can do the detect magic, and then at the same time you could be casting the comprehend languages just in case it ain't in English.
Hey, Dippy, do you
I'll
have...
focus on the writing. You focus on because Ulrich heard that there's writing on the wall. His eyes widened and he spun. This is his territory.
That's awesome.
All